Damn, my hair is crazy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're seeing this. For me right now, it's a beautiful Monday morning, and I'm reporting live above the clouds. For so long, I wanted the big house, but didn't really care about what kind of man lived inside of it. What good is creation? What good is expansion? What good is all of these things if you can't appreciate it, if you can't understand it, and you can't have a point of view that maximizes it? For so long, I saw the external world as a validation loop of what kind of person I was becoming inside. That the reflections, good or bad, directly correlated to the kind of man I was. And I realized that that's a dance. That isn't necessarily always the case. Your reality is your own, for sure. But how you interact with it is something that takes time and earnestness and mostly patience. If I would have gotten everything I ever wanted when I was 24, I would be a monster. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I wouldn't know what to. I wouldn't appreciate it. My growth would stagnate. I wouldn't evolve. And I think a lot of times we need to realize that delayed is never denied. It's becoming the kind of person that can hold the blessing that is so much more important than the blessing itself, because what's the use? I'm beyond grateful for the way my life has played out to carve and excavate me to this place to be the kind of man that walks into that house. It's great to wish for things and to strive and aspire, but what is that without cultivating patience? What is that without cultivating a calmness, a clarity, And that is, I guess, kind of my message to myself for today. Something that I think about, but something that the continued reaffirming of that allows me to understand the divine timing beyond all things. What we seek out, what we hope for, we want to see it instantly. We want it in our hands. And sure, there's been times where, I'm not gonna lie, it has been that way. It has been instantaneous. It has been spooky how connected and synchronistic everything felt. And that's amazing. And when you have it and experience it, it's awesome. But to also understand, like I said, delayed is not denied. The world that we are building for ourselves and interacting with, it's on time release. It knows when you're ready to receive it. And the patience within that is the grace. Like I said, if you would have given me the world at 24, it would have been fun. It would have been fun, but we have a tendency to stop evolving when we get what we want. When we get what we want, we have a tendency to go, all right, well, this is great. I'm I could clock out now and enjoy this. And I don't know why. I wish I knew. But at least for me, that's kind of always been the case. But what a gift is it to continue to evolve and seek and excavate the deepest, truest parts of ourself, to find that seed of self, to find that inner light and that connection with the all. I wanted the house, but didn't know the man that would be living inside of it. And day by day, I'm starting to appreciate that man more and more. When you're led by the ego, you want extravagance and visibility and recognition. Sure. And you know what? Your wish is my command, says the universe. Like, great, if that's what you want, align yourself and maybe it's yours. Or maybe you're not receiving that because you're supposed to learn the patience. You're supposed to learn the grace. And that is going to create a deeper, more resonant field for yourself to move from. And realize what you actually need is peace. What you actually need is self-love. What you actually need is understanding. Delayed is not denied. Your train is right on schedule. And understanding that our reality, the way we see it, is constricted by space-time. It is constricted by these laws of physics. But all reality exists at once. We experience it linearly because that's those are the settings of the game our souls decided to jump into. But it's all happening at once. And you can experience whatever it is that you seek so dearly. But you only get to really understand that through practice and patience. And I got a feeling that the more you do that, the more the ego gets out of the way. And you realize that all I have is all I need. Everything that's making its way towards me is in divine timing. Everything that I'm seeking is seeking me. And if it's waiting, is waiting for me to be the kind of person to receive it. It's the week of Thanksgiving right now. It's a beautiful time to share with family, loved ones. And to yourself, just give thanks. Give thanks for all that patience you've cultivated. Give thanks for understanding that it's all right on time. And it's right on time the minute you believe it's right on time. If we keep acting like it's not going to show up, well, you know the answer. But if we can tell ourselves this was all orchestrated because it was never about the big house, it was about the man living in it, then I think we'll be free. As always, this is here if you need it.